Hi there, and thanks for joining me today on this quick brown neutral gold eyeshadow tutorial. Jumping right into our Morphe palette or any nude gold palette you may have, we're going to take these two first light shades and apply them to our highbrow, then crease. I tend to use a light tan or orange color as a good blending base when it comes to these neutral or smoky eyeshadow looks. It makes for a good transition from my natural skin tone into the actual smoky look itself. Once we apply our blending base, we can now start to add more depth to the look by adding more warm colors in itself. And I'll start with this more orange brownish tone and start to blend specifically in my crease. Okay, so now we're going to apply our first brown neutral shade. We're going to apply this color to our crease and work our way down to our entire lid. Moving on to our next shade, things may start to get a little bit harder when it comes to blending because we're going to take this dark brown shade and try to work it into our entire lid and into the crease without overpowering the orange and tan shade we've already set. Try to isolate it if you can to your eyelid. And sometimes what I tend to do is when I try to do a dark shade, especially on my skin tone, I'll tend to add a little bit of black to the mix, but be careful when doing that because sometimes you can just be overpowered by the black itself and just turn out with raccoon eyes. Now if you made it past the blending part, here comes the tedious portion of this whole eyeshadow look. We're going to take this gold color and use a flat or angled eyeshadow brush, apply it to our crease line, somewhat carving it out as you go along. Don't be afraid to take your time with this part. I know some people are more lucky than others. For me personally, I feel like I have a good crease line with my almond shaped eyes, so it's not that hard for me to kind of just follow along the path as it may be for others. The next thing we're going to do is take this same dark brown shade we had applied to our lids and work it underneath our eyes using any type of blending brush that you find suitable to really just smoke out that bottom eyelash line. I don't tend to care if it's neat or outrageous looking in the process because I feel like when you start to apply your skin and your foundation, your concealer, it'll clean everything right up for you. Let's get a closer look at my eyes so you can see how the blending process really took place with all the colors we've used so far. Bam. Okay, I know I look different. There are some things I did off camera, so let me go ahead and explain to you guys what it is I did as I adjust my ever falling crown. So as you can see, I went and added my lashes and I added black eyeliner to my waterline, and then I just jumped right into my foundation and contour routine. And now we have my setting powder on, so as it sets, we're going to actually go back into our eyeshadow palette and just kind of give the look a more oomph. This step is optional, but if you would like, you can go back and add a brown type of shimmer color to your lid for a more sparkly, glittery type of look. But as you can see, I didn't really get that big of an effect. I believe so because I didn't apply concealer before doing this look because I just wanted it to be a simple, neutral, in and out type of thing. So as you can see from my face, it wasn't what I was expecting, but it's still a look. So as my face continues to set, I'm gonna just take this time to clean up my look a little bit and just do final touches around the bottom line, my inner, wherever it is I feel like I just need to touch up. I don't even recall what song was playing, but I started to really bop to the beat in this. Just some side notes when it comes to blending. I tend to take my time. It's kind of confusing. I'm actually pretty quick with it, but at the same time, as you can see, I still go back and take my time and just keep on adding another layer and layer until I feel like the look is together. I think everybody's different when it comes to blending. I personally just keep on going until I feel like everything is really, I'll just keep on brushing back and forth in the same spot until I think everything is just a flawless finish. Just when I thought I was done, a thought popped into my head to finish the look off with some colored mascara by ColourPop. I believe the yellow mascara shade from ColourPop is my favorite. I feel like it's the one I go to the most, and I feel like using it in such a neutral type of, I don't know if you call this neutral anymore. I feel like I always try to do neutrals and then they turn out into a totally different look in itself because I can never just do subtle. But as you can see, I'm taking my time to apply it to my bottom lash and trying to avoid actual skin contact with my bottom lash line itself. I believe that's the tricky part when doing this because the color is so vivid and potent. It's like, as you can see, like one quick layer is already shining bright like a diamond. Now you can stop the look here altogether if you would like, but I personally have this one habit of adding, I would say, either a white or a highlighter color into my inner corner of my eye and underneath my eyebrow to really just make the look pop and have like a little signature moment. So here's the look so far. I basically have a flawless finish, but like I said before, I like to add in my highlight underneath my brow into the inner corner of my eye, and I'm doing just that with either a flat or angled brush. I wouldn't say you need to apply a lot, just I keep going until I see a good reflection in the mirror, or in this case my cell phone. Just to show you guys what I'm going to apply to my lip, it's a simple brown liner, and I'm going to be using the NYX Super Gloss, I don't know what the name is, metallic, the metals, there you go, Cosmetic Metals by NYX color in the and apply it to my lip for a simple nude glossy lip. I usually would use pencils, but in this case I do not have my pencils with me currently. Okay, last step. I will take this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow. See, I know the name of this one because I love ColourPop. And we're going to either use a Q-tip or any pointy brush you want to use. I used a Q-tip because it was the cleanest and quickest thing I could find. And we're just going to just dab it into our inner corner of our eye right there. Pretty much all my makeup looks consist of this finishing touch of adding the white into the inner corner of my eye. And I just swear by it. I feel like it just makes everything shapop. And there you have it, you guys. Here is the finished product, finished look. Eyeshadow, lips, face, wig, everything is just coming together full circle. Don't forget to apply your setting spray once you finish your makeup look, just to make sure everything and all your hard work with blending and everything stays. Now that it's all said and done, I hope somebody was able to get some help from this tutorial. But either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.